guys, Kira here from 50 Shades of Mom. Welcome back. So today I have a little bit of a different style video for you than I normally do. Last week I received a message on my YouTube by another YouTuber with their channel name Wonderful Blessed Life, saying that she wanted to put together a challenge, something for other YouTubers out there who enjoy doing cooking videos and sharing recipes on what kind of meal, the best possible meal that you can come up with to feed your family, whether it was lunch or dinner, for under $10. So I'm not sure who she ended up getting to participate in this challenge, but I know I've never met a challenge that I haven't accepted. So it sounds super fun to me, and I sat down and started to think about what sounds gourmet to me, especially this time of year. And I love things that are warm and hearty and come out of the crock pot. They're super easy, and I decided to choose Mississippi chicken. I have not shared that yet on my channel, and it has become my favorite crock pot recipe. It is super easy. It's just a couple of steps and it ends up coming out so juicy and so flavorful, and it's a hit with the family. It looks gorgeous on the plate and it's super inexpensive. So let me take you down to the counter to show you the ingredients on how to make Mississippi chicken in the crock pot. Okay guys, so here are the ingredients that you're going to need to make this a complete meal. Now I did purchase potatoes as well because she said she wanted us to come up with the idea, prepare, and serve the meal. So I figured she wanted a complete meal, so I picked up the potatoes to go with this. I actually love the gravy that the Mississippi chicken makes in the crock pot, ladled over some mashed potatoes. So I don't serve it any other way, but you can do noodles or rice. I have my receipt here so that I can show you guys exactly what I spent. Now, you can do this with breast if you don't like dark meat. I just happen to have tried this both ways, and I like it better with the thighs. Now, you don't see oil here, so the only other thing you're going to need besides the ingredients you see here is salt and pepper, a splash of oil in the bottom of a pan, just so that we can braise the skin on these thighs. It really locks in the flavor, and you'll just need a splash of milk for your mashed potatoes. Otherwise, the only other ingredients that you need are what you see here. So I got here the cheapest ranch packet that I can find. Now you can use Hidden Valley, or you can make your own. I have a DIY on my Pinterest board on how to make your own, like a ranch seasoning mix, but I just got the Southern Home, the Bilo brand. This was on sale for 79 cents, so I got the McCormick brand 1 packet of brown gravy. This was also on sale. This is the new Country Crock salted butter sticks, the 1 bag of the red potatoes, and a jar of pepperoncinis. So I'm going to show you the receipt here, and the receipt here total is going to say $11.93. And you're going to say, well, you blew it. You're supposed to cook under $10. But one of the ways that I save on my grocery bill is by using coupons and by using grocery store apps. So I want to show you guys here. I'm not sure if any of you guys are familiar with these apps. Just give it a second to focus. But this is my grocery store folder on my phone. So I use Checkout 51, I use iBotta, I use Mobisave, I use Saving Star, which is right there. It's kind of hard to focus because it's a white square. I use Receipt Hog. That's just my Plenty Points for Bilo, and I use Fetch Rewards. Now, Checkout 51, iBotta, and Saving Star all have 75 cents off this butter because it's a new product. So I actually end up getting $2.25 back from that $11.93. So I will come in under budget, as well as I will not use the whole jar of pepperoncinis, and I will not use the whole bag of potatoes. So I will have something left over as well. Now, if you do not know what iBotta is, or Mobisave, or if you don't use any of those rebate apps, make sure to check the description box below. I have a referral code. You get $10 after you redeem your first rebate on iBotta, and you get $1 on Mobisave by using those referral links. So definitely check those out if you do not coupon, or if you're interested in trying those apps, because it is a great way to save money at the grocery store. I think I estimate saving somewhere about $1,000 a year in all of my grocery store apps for my shopping. So let's get the oil heated up on the pan to braise those chicken thighs, and let's get cooking. Okay guys, so I got the chicken all laid out here and my pan is smoking hot. You want this really hot because all you really want to do is braise the chicken, being that you want to crisp the skin. We're not looking to cook the chicken right now. We're just looking to crisp that skin and lock in the flavor. So I put the salt and pepper on it. This was the family pack, so this is way more in here than I normally get. There was 8 pieces in here, so this is more than enough to feed my family. We're even going to end up with leftovers for this price. So I'm gonna put these in here and I'll come back and show you what they look like when they're done, but they're gonna crackle super loud, so you're not gonna be able to hear. Okay guys, so now we're gonna load this chicken into the crock pot. I got a gorgeous crust on it. You'll be able to see how brown the pieces got. That's how I really like to treat the skin. It really just, like I said, it just locks in the flavor by crisping up that skin a little bit. I've done it both ways, with or without, and I really just find that this is so much more flavorful with crisping the skin. Now, I'm going to attach the recipe that I found on Pinterest originally. Actually, my girl, Leanne from Grady's mom, she shared this recipe on her channel, and I was like, oh my goodness, that looks absolutely delicious. I have to have it. And so I used the link that she had in her description box, and I saved it on Pinterest, and I've been making it ever since. But you really don't need the recipe, to be honest, guys, because if you remember what's in this, there's no measurements. I mean, besides the fact that it does say a half a stick of butter, but that calls for 5 thighs, and being that there's 8 here, and I like the extra gravy, I am going to use a full stick of that butter, okay? And you just need to put the little pads all around, in between the pieces of chicken, just so that you can help get some juice. This is what's going to mix with the seasoning packets of the gravy and the ranch and make like a really delicious, like I said, gravy that I love putting over the mashed potatoes. I'm sure Paula Dean would love all this butter that we're jamming in here. But it really does just make the chicken so juicy. I do that when I do a whole chicken too. I actually lift the skin and jab pads of butter up underneath there so that it makes the chicken really juicy. Okay, so that's it for measurements. So it calls for a half a stick of butter. I used a full stick, and it calls for 5 thighs, and this package had 8. That's it for measurements, because you're going to use this entire ranch packet. And you're just going to sprinkle it all along, and you're going to make sure that you cover all of the chicken with that packet. So that's it. We're done with that. Then you're going to do that, the same thing with that McCormick brown gravy mix. You're going to sprinkle that all over the chicken as well. So make sure everything is really coated. Okay, that's it with that. And then as far as the pepperoncinis, it tells you to put like between 6 to 8, but you really can do however many that you want. When it cooks, it really does not pack heat. My husband does not really like overwhelmingly spicy, but he really does enjoy this dish because it's not hot at all. You just get the pepperoncini flavor, which I love the flavor of this. They're so good, and they get really delicious roasted. And these are kind of on the tiny side, like you don't usually get pepperoncinis that little. So that's more the size that you should have. So I just place them all around until I'm satisfied, and then I do just pour a tiny bit of juice in there. Now that does not call for that in the recipe as well, so it's like a half a jar we used of the pepperoncinis and juice. And again, if you want to do less or more, that's perfectly fine, but that's it. That's the recipe. So simple, so easy. So if you can remember chicken, butter, ranch, gravy, pepperoncinis, 5 ingredients, you can remember this recipe. So now this will either go on high for 3 to 4 hours, or you can do on low for 6 to 8 hours, depending on how much time that you have and how long you really want it to cook for. Again, I've done it both ways and it still comes out just as good. So I'm gonna go sit on my tuchus now, and we'll let this cook for about 3 to 4 hours, and then we'll come back. I'm actually going to go watch my girl Kara from Kara's Corner. If you guys love makeup or Stitch Fix, Ipsy bags, all those kinds of things, she has a great channel. I'll link it down below. She's live right now, so while this is cooking, I'm going to go sit and enjoy her, and I'll see you guys in a couple of hours. Okay guys, so we are back home to have dinner on Sunday nights. Jake has church, so that's why doing things like crockpot meals on a Sunday are key. So when we got home, I just set it to warm until everybody did showers and bedtime routine, and now we're all starving and ready to sit down and eat. So they're all impatiently waiting over there for me to finish filming, but this is what it looks like when it's done. I've already made my plate over here. The mashed potatoes are done. I actually love leaving the skins on when I do red skin mashed potatoes, so these came out absolutely fabulous. And again, this is what the chicken looks like. I already snagged a bite from my plate while I was plating it because this literally is my favorite meal. So I could not wait to finish filming before I took my bite, but it came out so good. You can see here why we braised it, because all that gravy and ranch just really locked to that skin and it made such a good flavor. This is that gravy I was talking about. Now it looks a little thin. You can tell that it kind of looks like oily based because it's the butter and the juices from the pepperoncinis and the chicken that mixed in with the bottom. Now I don't mind juice for my potatoes, but if you're looking for more of a gravy, once this is done and it's actually still hot before you would turn it to warm and it's bubbling, you can add a little flour or cornstarch to it and it'll thicken it right up and make a gravy for you. But I'm gonna go and sit with them. They're giving me the eyes that they're ready to sit and eat, so I'm gonna go sit with them and enjoy my favorite meal. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you are new and you'd like to stick around, see some more videos from me, there's always a spot right there in the corners to subscribe. Don't forget to tap the bell so you'll be notified when I upload. There's always a link right here in this corner after every video to my last upload, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye everyone.